Welcome back to Football Daily, where today we're going to be looking into 10 FIFA Wonderkids and where they are now. 10. Maikon Leite. If you ever played FIFA 12, you would have certainly come up against a Brasilva squad featuring Maikon Leite. As great as he was on the game, the same can't be said for his career. And if you think this video is great, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button to never miss a video. Leite has never played outside of Brazil or Mexico, apart from a short 7-game spell with El Shaarawy in the UAE. During his prime, the 5'6" winger was playing for Santos with Neymar, winning 4 trophies, including the Copa Libertadores in 2011. His next stop was Palmeiras, where he managed to win the Copa do Brasil. However, aged 24 and having been relegated with Palmeiras, the Brazilian found himself starting his journeyman career. Leite went on loan to Serie A side Náutico, where he scored 8 goals and assisted 1 in 22 games, his best ever return. But this didn't help the side, as they finished rock bottom and were relegated. Leite's career never really picked up, featuring for Atlas in Mexico and Figueirense in the Brazilian Second League. Now 30, he's plying his trade for Brasileirões, a team in the 4th tier of Brazilian football. 9. Stephan El Shaarawy. The Mohawked winger has been around for a lot longer than people realise. Originally coming through the Genoa youth team, the Italian made his professional debut aged just 16. However, it was in 2011 when El Shaarawy started making shockwaves. After moving to AC Milan for €20 million, then aged 18, the forward really came to light, being given a potential rating of 88, 15 levels higher than what he currently has. The Italian was highly rated by the game, becoming a fan favourite very quickly, being given 5-star skills and a 5-star weak foot. He took time to settle the club, starting only 9 games in the league during his first season, but the following campaign El Shaarawy wasn't far, contributing to 22 goals in the league and 4 in the Champions League. But that's as good as it got. He had to have surgery on his foot in December 2013, keeping him out until April, missing 20 games in the process and only featuring in 6 league games all season. The winger has suffered 8 different injuries since and hasn't been able to reach the same heights until this season. Now 26 and playing for Roma, El Shaarawy has contributed to 13 goals this campaign, scoring or assisting every 114 minutes in the league. If he carries on at this rate, we may see him finally reach the potential FIFA predicted. 8. Manuel Iturbe. A player dubbed the new Lionel Messi, many FIFA fans will remember Manuel Iturbe, who came to light whilst playing for Porto aged 18. On the game, Iturbe frightened all players and even had the potential to reach level 88. However, this was not the case in real life. Whilst at Porto, the winger only featured 5 times for the club in the league, clocking up a total of 112 minutes before being shipped off on loan to River Plate. Failing to impress in Argentina, Iturbe had a better time of it in Italy. While on loan at Hellas Verona, he managed to contribute to a goal every other game. He helped Hellas finish 10th in the league after being promoted the season before and was 2nd in the league for dribbles per game. This led Roma to take a punt on the Argentine-born forward, buying him for €22 million. If the Italian club had listened to the complaints of Andrea Mandorolini, his previous manager, they may not have been so quick to move for the player. As he claimed, he must learn to play with the team. Iturbe was on average making 24 passes a game, whilst their keeper Rafael was making 28. And this was shown whilst playing in Italy's capital. The winger averaged 14 passes per game in his first season, and his shot accuracy was a shambles at 17.2%. No wonder he scored just twice in 27 games. Iturbe's career hasn't quite lived up to what it could have been, featuring at Bournemouth, Torino, Tijuana and now Punas de la UNAM. Still on the books at Roma and only 25, time is on Iturbe's side to turn it round though. 7. Philippe Coutinho. Making his first appearance in FIFA 11 as a 75 rated gold card, Philippe Coutinho actually took a step down in FIFA 12, with a base card rated at 74 after Inter Milan shipped him out on loan to Espanyol. Then managed by Mauricio Pochettino, the Catalan outfit didn't offer the same prestige as the Nerazzurri, but EA remained confident that the 19-year-old would be a star, giving him the potential to reach 87 as an attacking midfielder. And perhaps someone at Liverpool was a career mode junkie because the Reds took advantage of Inter's uncertainty, prizing the Brazilian out of the San Siro for just $8.5 million and handing him the number 10 shirt in a gesture of faith. He repaid it in spades, scoring 3 and assisting 5 in 12 league starts that first season, before going on to become one of the league's best creators, getting involved in 20 league goals in his final full campaign on Merseyside. By that point, he was creating 3 chances a game and shooting more than 4 times. And a Barcelona still smarting from the loss of Neymar saw a versatile attacking solution in the player, spending a club record £106 million to sign him, which could rise to £142 million. That makes Coutinho the 3rd most expensive player of all time. But though he's won a league and cup double with the Blaugrana, he hasn't quite taken flight at the new camp, posting his worst dribble and key pass numbers since he was at Espanyol. Now linked to Man United and PSG, Coutinho is clearly a FIFA success story, but may need to leave Barcelona for a second time to regain his star status. 6. John Guidetti. Back in 2012, John Guidetti was a 20-year-old forward on the books of Man City, where he had been for 5 years. Despite only having made one appearance for the Citizens, 20 goals in 23 games on loan at Feyenoord saw Guidetti handed a 73 rating on FIFA 13, with the potential to rise to 85, making him a worthy heir to Zlatan Ibrahimovic as Sweden's number 9. But Guidetti's spell in Rotterdam was to prove a setback for his career. The forward contracted a virus towards the end of the campaign, which ruled him out of Euro 2012, and ended up turning into a severe nerve infection, keeping him sidelined for 9 months, only to be followed by a knee injury on his return to action with City's reserves. Subsequent temporary moves to Stoke and Celtic saw him net just 8 in 30, and when Guidetti's contract expired in 2015, Celta Vigo picked him up on a free. Despite just 14 goals in 3 full seasons since then, Guidetti has finally earned himself a gold card, even hitting a 79 basic rating in FIFA 19. He now plays for Alaves, and having finished 2 points below Celta Vigo in 17-18, they sit 5th in La Liga, above Sevilla and Valencia at the time of writing. 5. Welliton. Another Brazilian to add to the list, Welliton is deemed one of Spartak Moscow's best ever strikers, winning the Russian Premier League's Golden Boot in 2009 and 2010 after scoring 21 and 19 goals respectively. During his time in Russia, the forward helped Spartak qualify for the Champions League on 2 separate occasions, and was rated level 86 at just 22 years old. During his 19-goal season, Welliton's transfer value reached its peak at £12 million, as shortly after he suffered several serious injuries, including a collarbone fracture and thigh problems. The forward, who was known for his blistering pace, was never really the same. He moved on to Grêmio, São Paulo and Celta Vigo, where he scored 4 goals in 2 years. After falling out with Unai Emery in 2014, the Brazilian moved to Turkey for €1 million, joining Mersin Idman Yurdu. No, me neither. During his 2-year stint in Turkey, Welliton suffered 7 further injuries. Despite this, though, he did contribute to 36 goals in 56 games. Not bad for a £1 million signing. 4. Alexander Merkel. Born in Kazakhstan to German parents, Alexander Merkel grew up in the south of Germany, signing for Stuttgart at the age of 11. At 16, he was poached by AC Milan, and 2 years later made his debut for the senior side, appearing in a Champions League game against Ajax. He would make 9 more appearances in the 2010-11 campaign, and was seen as a possible 87-rated midfielder on FIFA 12. Milan clearly disagreed, selling him to Genoa immediately for just under £6 million, and Merkel's career became a whirlwind of loans and transfers. Over the following 8 seasons, he played for 10 different clubs in 6 different countries, with the 75-rated gold card he had on FIFA 13 a distant memory as he tumbled down to 68. Spells at Watford and Austrian outfit Admira Wacker were probably his best, with over 10 matches for each, but in total, Merkel had played just 70 league games by 2018, when he joined Heracles in the Netherlands. After choosing to represent Kazakhstan, Merkel did manage to win 2 international caps, but at 27, it's clear that he was never destined for superstardom. Chalk this one up as a major miss for EA scouts. 3. Zakaria Bakkali. Still only 23, Zakaria Bakkali was meant to be the new big thing out of PSV Eindhoven back in 2013. He made his debut for the club in July that year, and within 2 weeks had netted a Champions League qualifier and scored an Eredivisie hat-trick, making him the youngest player to do so in the history of the division. As a result, FIFA 14 brought the 17-year-old a 71 rating and 86 potential, higher than the 84 of Memphis Depay, who was then a first-team regular. However, Bakkali would not score again all season, and rumours of an attitude problem grew behind the scenes. A €3 million switch to Atletico Madrid fell through in 2014, and though he had picked up 2 international caps by 2015, the Belgian was sidelined at PSV after he refused to sign a new contract with the club, meaning that just 1 year later his value had dropped by 75%, with Celtic trying to sign the winger for just £750,000. In the end, Valencia took a gamble once Bakkali's contract ran out, but gave up on the youngster after 3 years, 40 appearances and 3 goals. A loan to Deportivo failed to rekindle the wide man's talents, and he has now returned to his homeland, playing a peripheral role for Anderlecht in this season's Europa League campaign. 2. Alexandre Pato. It may shock you to find out that in FIFA 10's Ultimate Team, Alexandre Pato was rated at 89 at just 20 years of age. He was the same level as Ronaldinho and was the 25th best player in the game. Back then, the Brazilian was contributing to a goal every 108 minutes at AC Milan. To put that into perspective, Kaká, who had won the Ballon d'Or 2 years previously, was contributing to a goal every 106 minutes. But to be rated so highly at such a young age can often be a curse, and in this case it was. In 2010-11, Pato bettered his previous season's goal contribution to 1 every 88 minutes, but this was also the campaign that saw Pato receive his first serious injury. In September, he tore his abductor muscle, missing 4 games. 2 months later, he suffered Achilles tendon problems, missing 8 games, and received 2 other injuries before the end of the season. The next year, Pato managed to feature in just 11 games all campaign, scoring once. This was down to 6 different injuries, forcing him to miss 36 separate games. These recurring injury layoffs affected him drastically. He went from taking 2.5 shots per game in 2011 to 0.5 in his final season at AC. Now 29, Pato has played for 5 clubs in as many years. We've seen him return to Brazil with Sao Paulo, try his luck in England with Chelsea, and even play in China, where he scored 15 in 22 in 2018 for Tianjin Quanjian. Pato's contract with the Chinese club, where he was earning £4.7 million a year, was cancelled at the beginning of March, meaning he's currently a free agent. Who knows where he ends up next? 1. Marc-Andre ter Stegen. We return to Barcelona for number 1, Marc-Andre ter Stegen. The German keeper, now 26, has to rank as one of FIFA's greatest successes, having first entered the game in FIFA 11 as a 63-rated bronze player. That followed a year in which he'd earned his first 6 Bundesliga appearances with Borussia Mönchengladbach. And the next season his rating skyrocketed to 75 and an 89 potential, indicating that he would one day rival Manuel Neuer. In real life, ter Stegen only allowed 24 goals in 34 matches in 2011-12, and proceeded to play every single league game over the next 3 seasons, as the Foals finished 4th, 8th and 5th. His record of a clean sheet every 3 matches attracted Barca, and Luis Enrique picked up the stopper for a tiny £9.7 million in 2014 to play understudy to Claudio Bravo. He ended up not featuring in a single league game that year, and played every minute in the Champions League as Barca won the competition for the first time since 2011 as part of a historic treble. Bravo's age saw him decline and eventually ship out to Man City, and ter Stegen became the full-time number 1, adding 2 more league titles to his trophy cabinet. He has since conceded under a goal a game for the Blaugrana, kept a clean sheet in nearly half of his appearances, and in 2017-18 enjoyed his best campaign yet, saving 77% of the shots on target he faced. And in FIFA 19, 7 years after they predicted it, EA awarded the German an 89 rating. Now arguably the second best keeper in the world, this is a wonder kid FIFA certainly got right. So I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below, and make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss one when we produce it. See you next time, guys.